Larry Holder, Jeff Duncan here with you at the Saints facility as the Saints wrapped up day 2 of training camp. They go in pads tomorrow, but certainly the most notable news out here today, the absence of Sean Payton, Pete Carmichael, Dan Campbell, and some other assistant coaches and assistant GM Jeff Ireland as they went to the services after the death of Tony Sperano. So Aaron Glenn took over as the head coach for today, and the practice probably had a sense of the coaches were away. Let's focus on some of the position groups that we have here. We saw a lot of special team stuff. We saw a lot of running the football in team drills. Yeah, it wasn't quite the substitute teacher type atmosphere, but I think they probably altered the practice script today, knowing that a big bulk of the coaching staff wasn't going to be here. So you're right. Saw a lot of special teams work, which is the kind of grind work that you have to put in. Sure. But if you're going to have a day where you're going to miss a lot of coaches, that's the kind of work you want to get in. And look, they did do some team drill stuff, and I thought it was a good day for the defense. Yeah, I think so too, because you saw in the running game, I saw a couple of plays in a row where Sheldon Rankins was able to penetrate. And look, people are looking for year 3 to be a big year for Sheldon Rankins. He was playing with the 2s because David Onyemata was seeing some times with the 1s, and that's not unexpected, but good sign for Sheldon Rankins. I saw Von Bell make a good run stop. Alex Anzalone made a good screen stop. We saw some pass breakups, some interceptions. So overall, yeah, I'd say a good practice for the defense. It's funny you mentioned Sheldon Rankins because I had a chance to talk to him after practice, and I noticed he's working with the 2s a lot. David Onyemata out there with the 1s. I think they're trying to push Rankins a little bit. And Rankins had something interesting to say. I asked him what he did in this offseason, and he said, I got away on my own and worked. He said, I wasn't happy with what I did last year, what I put on tape. And he took it personally, and he said he just grinded off by himself, working on his game because he realizes they need him to step forward as a former first-rounder. So I think he's going to have a bounce-back year, and he knows it. He knows he has to play better because Onyemata is pushing him. Yeah, and as far as who didn't practice today, the same guys on the PUP list. You had the Who Man, and you had Brandon Coleman. Tom Savage, who left practice early yesterday, did not practice today. We don't know the severity, if it's something big or not. Look, we're just keep an eye on it, but that does bring increased reps for Taysom Hill, who I think has kind of been a little shaky. Like, I think it's something you're going to expect, and that's a battle at backup quarterback we're going to be seeing. And J.T. Barrett threw an interception. Devontae Harris picked it off. And look, it's something that backup quarterback battle, curious to see what happens. Well, Taysom Hill had the highlight of the day, but it had nothing to do with his quarterback play. He lit up Arthur Millette on kickoff coverage, and it's interesting, even though Hill's competing for the backup job, he's still out there on special teams, which he did last year, and we just talked to him about it, and he enjoys it, and he said, look, it's going to help the team, I'm going to do it. Now we'll see if he does it, if he wins the backup quarterback job. Right now, I think his head's swimming a little bit, understandably so, trying to learn this offense. Absolutely. So, all right, so check out all of our coverage of all things Saints at NOLA.com and in our print editions of the Times-Picayune. Check out a video tomorrow, first padded practice, first practice for the public to see, so I'm sure it'll be a ruckus atmosphere. Cranking it up tomorrow here on Airline Drive. So for Larry Holder, for Jeff Duncan, thanks for joining us.